Welcome, one and all, to the L&C podcast. I'm your host, Christian, with my co-host, the lovely, wonderful, and talented, beautiful, I might add, Lorenzo Tyrone Taylor.
You saw the little shit I tried to do? I look like I needed help.
Yeah, you do. You do. I love the background. I love the mic. It's all there. It's all coming together. Like, we finally have a program that's presentable. So hopefully that translates to viewership. Hopefully that translates into what I want everybody to do right now, which is subscribe, like, comment, positive comments only. I don't have time or space for negativity in my life, unless it's directed at Donald Trump or our president, Elon Musk, one of the two. But nothing about our show other than positivity. Come to our shows, our live events. We got plenty of those coming up.
All the time. We're always doing them.
All the time. Always doing them. Dream big venues. Del Mar, Delaware. Be there or be square. You're not going to be any other shape. If you're not there, you're going to be a square.
Yep. And even, that's the only thing you can be. You're now limited shape-wise. Is that what you want for yourself?
Yeah, don't box yourself in, literally. Don't
box yourself in, literally. Don't do it. You're not a cat. Get out the box.
Get out the box.
You know?
Is that what's that? Like a cat in the box?
You know, cats like to play in boxes, and they be like, think outside the box. So it's like, you know,
this
you're not
new.
a cat, like, get out the box, you know?
I think we're inventing idioms here.
The whole time. I thought you knew. I thought we were in this together.
That's how we know you're a cat father, because you're just like making up your own sayings based on what your cat is doing in your house actively. I love it. I love it. I love it. And y'all are going to love this so much more. The fact that we have a guest. That's right. Guests are back and they're here to stay in person, or in today's case, remote from lovely, sunny, not on fire anymore, California. I'm pleased to present actually a returning guest of the program for a third time, but a second time that we've documented, because I am going to record all the audio this time. I promise. Pleased to welcome Marco Trinidad to the show. What is going on, Marco?
Hey guys.
Oh my gosh.
Happy to be here.
You look even more beautiful and more lovely than Lorenzo. If at the risk of
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Outstretching myself here.
The cat daddy himself.
Yes. What you been up to, brother? What's going on? I know we talked a little bit offline before we started, but just give us a little rundown. It's been a while.
So since I left Virginia, I've moved out here in California, and I've been pretty busy. Work, school, trying to buy a house.
Oh my goodness.
And comedy, as much comedy as I can in between all of that.
That's right. Amen. Let's clap it up. Clap it up for God and Marco.
And Lorenzo's shirt, because I'm smitten, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, normally I'm the one that's dressed up and nice, but again, I just don't have time or mental space in my life to get my shit together. So I'm glad one of us could do it.
I get it. When you're off, I'm gonna jump on. You know what I'm saying? And then
I love it.
You know it's gonna come. I expect you to be on. You know what I'm saying?
That's why the show endures, is because we have like this psychic link that when one of us is faltering, the other one just swoops in and saves the day.
The other one's thriving.
That's awesome to hear that you're like a whole adult, put together human being, Marco.
It sounds great, but it doesn't feel great.
It doesn't. No, I mean, that's the balance, though. That's the tough reality of it, to be successful or to start laying the groundwork for a real life, a real fulfilling, sustainable existence. From what I understand, it takes a lot of effort and dedication.
Something like that. A lot of sleepless nights. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it's a work in progress, and you know, I don't think it's taking as long as or it's taking longer than I would like it to, but we're hanging in there. We're hanging in there, and I feel pretty good.
What's taking long to you, or what's taking the longest? Is it the classes you're doing? Is it the home ownership of it all?
I think it's the everything, because I remember when I got here, you know, I had a pretty set plan, like move everything at once, and then, you know, get here at a certain time, but then one thing after another. I think I got like rear-ended like the month before I left.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. And then the collision center said, "Oh yeah, we'd be done by the time you're like, you know, ready to move out." And I called them like a week before we were gonna move out, and they're like, "Yeah, we haven't even touched it yet."
I don't know.
They almost hit me with like a "Who are you?" Like it was rough.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Once they said that shit, I knew it was a lie. I'm like, oh, I bet.
Yeah, get them in the door, get them like ready to pay, ready to keep your shit hostage, and then it's a different story on the way out.
Yeah. So yeah, whatever I had whatever rental car the insurance company gave me, I just verified like, hey, I could turn this in wherever, right? They're like, yeah. So I took that to California. And then yeah, I couldn't fly back I had to fly back like 2 months later to get my car and then make that drive again.
Holy shit.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No. I mean, across the entire country it's a little extra.
The drive from Cali is like, that's a drive right there. That's all I can say. That's a drive right there.
We were talking to our last guest, Brandon, just about the drive from Maryland to New Mexico, and it sounded like, Lorenzo, that's a trip you've made a few times, but I can't imagine like a whole ass cross country drive twice just because of a car. If on my way back to Virginia or our area, wherever you had to take your car, I probably would have burned that place to the ground. I probably would have set fire to it.
Yeah, it was Fredericksburg, and yeah, it was pretty bad because like by the time I got there, because I called them like the Friday prior, and I was like, hey, I'm going to be here at this hour. Is the car good?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. So I flew overnight from California to Virginia, drove down, or I think I took an Uber down. And then when I got there, they were like, oh yeah, we got to go find it.
You have to go find it. We lost it.
And then when they got it, they're like, we got to go wash it. So I wound up being there for like 2.5 hours before I could actually drive. It gets worse than that. Because it's like my inspection sticker was like out of date at that point because it'd been a couple of months. So I went to go find a place, and then it fails inspection. So I had to like.
So you're better than me. I would have just gotten it there and took the risk, like I'm doing right now. Actively, my inspection is expired and it's bright red when everyone else is yellow, and I'm just driving around like that. But.
How does that work? Like, so they give you this sticker, they put it on, or like?
Yeah, so like you go to like a Shell or whatever, you just go to like any service station that can pass your car, and they give you a new sticker. That's how it works. Yeah. It's not like the license plate tags where you have to go to the DMV and have those mailed to you. This is a different.
So you get it checked, and then they slap the sticker on.
Yeah. And what I'm doing right now is not getting told that my car won't pass inspection. I'm just like waiting until I can pay to get it up to where it needs to be. Yeah. But I would have driven all the way across the country on those expired stickers and then just gotten there and then not had to deal with it.
Yeah, just fuck it.
So you're a better man than we.
No, I think it was
inspection.
I think it was for the best because they said that reason it failed because apparently I guess one of my brakes in the back weren't like touching the brake pad. It was like a whole thing, and I was like, they just spent 2 months fixing this thing, but they said they wouldn't claim that as like that wasn't part of the accident. I got rear-ended and my back brake wasn't
your
working.
Back brake, yeah.
So
how
it was
stupid
a whole spiel.
is that you really need to get diagnostics run on your car every single month just in case somebody hits you? That way you can tell the repair center that there was no damage here prior to this accident.
That's wild.
But no one's going to do that because it's an inconvenience.
No. Yeah, I didn't even think of that, but
that's how they get you. That's so clever. Wow. Wow, we're in the wrong business.
I feel like we
boys. So we
always
gotta-
discover a new business that we should be in when we talk about like a scam or some
Literally.
bullshit, like insurance bullshit.
So I want to make this public. Progressive, go fuck yourself.
Yes, thank you.
Fuck you, Flo. You know, I thought you were cool.
Flo's gonna
I
get
blame
Flo's gonna get the United Healthcare treatment pretty soon. I think she's well on her way. She's got a target on her back.
Hi, Kido. I haven't even seen a commercial with Flo in a minute. I think they fired her ass. So we can't afford you no more. So
They
you know,
just
Flo,
did-
you gotta go.
They just did a CBS Sunday morning write up on her actually, but yeah, no commercials. I don't know where she's at in the commercials anymore.
Oh my.
She got that Flo money now.
Yeah, seriously.
No.
It's only a matter of
That
time
was-
before like it's a Jared Fogle situation, and that's why she was
no.
circulated out.
You thought Flo went full Jared?
Yeah, she might
gotta-
have, but they were
You
able to
gotta
keep
let
it
them out
quiet.
before they do it. Yeah, you got to get them out before they do it. They're like, just to be safe, because we just don't know about you.
Yeah, she definitely ate fresh for sure.
Stop, bro. Hey, yo.
Oh, that's dark.
That's the new term for doing
Yeah.
that. You know,
For diddying.
don't eat fresh.
Yeah, diddling. Eat fresh.
I've always said Subway is an atrocious establishment, you know? And the only thing they have good is their cookies.
There's something about a place that you like smells a certain way, like that
Yeah.
Subway smell. It's not
Mhm.
right.
And is that by design? Are they like pumping that in so that it's like a signal goes off in your brain and tells you like I'm home, I'm at Subway, with that like you said like that chemically smell that they pump through there. It's like I was just talking about this with someone else earlier. We were at Target and I was like, "Do you want to go to like Bath and Body Works?" And he told me like, "No, I don't want to because of like just the smell, you know, like the perfume that they have in there." Yeah.
Yeah.
And places that have
strong.
their own unique perfume wafting thing, like Macy's is big on that with the big thing up front.
It's like, I don't want all that, though. I don't want to smell shit all the time. I'm trying to, I'm seeing shit. I'm hearing shit. Sometimes I'm touching shit. I don't want to have to smell shit all the time. I can't just exist and not smell some shit, you know?
It's good when it's real food, like if you pass like a charcoal Peruvian chicken place and then like it's because like they really have the shit on spits in the back, you know, that's different. But like when it's a lot of bakeries do it, where you walk into a bakery and it's just like this fake ass sweet smell, or you go into like Cold Stone or like Ben and Jerry's and they have like the waffle cone smell just like pumping through the place, you know. Yeah,
I don't
There's
want...
what's it called? Cinnabon is a good one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got a Cinnabon story. So tell me why I met this Cinnabon at the I think it's the New River Mall, okay? And
in
I
Blacksburg?
get like a dozen, in Blacksburg. So I get like a dozen or some shit, because you know me, like back when I was in school, I used to just buy me a whole marble sheet cake from like Walmart or Kroger or some shit and just eat that bitch to myself like a day or two. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? Let me get some Cinnabons, because that shit be smelling good when you walk past it. And I asked her to warm the shit up. Tell me why this bitch gonna put it under the counter for like 20 seconds and then she just gonna break it right back up. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, all right, like you could have just told me no, bruh. You ain't gotta sit here and fake that shit in
That's
my face.
insane.
I'm dumb.
Like,
Just say no, bruh. Just say no.
She just moved it out of frame and then put it back up in front of you. That's
like,
crazy.
You ain't hit no buttons. You ain't open no door. You ain't closed no door. You ain't. I don't hear nothing radiating. You ain't do shit.
Maybe she has a radiator, like a space heater under the counter. It does get cold in the mall.
Well, them bitches wasn't warm, so that motherfucker worked.
Yeah, that was Sigma behavior for sure. You're a beta now.
She hit you with one of these.
Yeah, she did a mute check on you in real time. You weren't mogging enough, and whatever year that was, I don't think people knew what to do yet. They didn't have the foam balls to chew on. They didn't have stress balls.
I had no clue that I was a victim of
Holy shit, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That reminds me. I need to take a second here and now. I think this will be our premiere episode to showcase this new feature But while I get it ready in real time, again, this is real time. In fact, I think it warrants the breaking news song. I'm just going to go ahead and play that right now while I get it together. But this is something that I've been cooking in the background for quite some time now. I'm really excited to debut here. I'm sorry to kind of bring the conversation to a halt here, but I want to get it off the ground. I do. So I switched my microphone in Discord, but not in the recording software. I think it should work. Oh wait, this thing is frozen. So here I go, fucking everything up. You guys chat about whatever, and I'll interrupt you abruptly. How's that sound?
Yeah, sounds good. I did something like that once. I used to work at a produce department at a grocery store, and my supervisor didn't like order anything for like the day, so we had like nothing in the back. And I was just walking around, and some lady walks up to me, and she's like, "Hey, this lettuce is limp. It doesn't look good. It's like a romaine lettuce type thing." They're like, "Can you get more in the back?" So I took the lettuce, and like I just walk in the back to like an empty like room. Basically, there's nothing there. So I straight up, all I do is I take I peel the romaine lettuce, like the limp part, and then like I wash it in the sink, and then I gave it to her. She didn't even notice, dude. She was like, "This looks great."
But at least that's discreet. She didn't catch on.
I do shit like that, bro. We all do shit like that because so I work at a grocery store right now, and plenty of times someone will be like, "Hey, is this in the back?" And I'll be like, "Oh yeah, let me go check." And I just go the other way and fucking never come back to them. Or like they'll ask me something about another department, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, let me go find somebody," and I just like go the other way. I'm like, I ain't got time for your shit.
Dude, I did the exact same thing. I don't like. I worked only produce, so they would ask me what aisle is this in. I would just say a random number and hope they would find it. Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be like, I don't know, or sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, go down this aisle, and just like they'll be like, this aisle. I'm like, yeah, this aisle. It's down there.
And then just walk away.
Across, yeah.
You're on the other side of the store. You're in the back room by that point when there'd be any ramifications.
Amazing.
Did y'all hear that just then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We have a soundboard now officially. I just want to.
Oh, nice.
This is a historic podcast in many ways, Marco. This is the first time we've ever actually played any other sound outside of the Discord clapping, and I think we've used. We used the quack before, but we just have like a few. We have 6 sounds in Discord, but now I have an external software that lets me play anything under the sun. I could play this, whatever the fuck this is. Yeah. So just whatever comes up naturally. So if I kind of like seem a little idle and spaced out, I'm probably just looking for a sound to play at any given moment. But yeah.
I want to record Marco's confession about what he did to that lady with the lettuce.
I can do that too.
I have another confession, dude.
Yes.
I used to give out free samples at the produce. Like I used to like cut oranges or whatever and give it out to people. No one said I could do that. Like
you just
started doing it.
Just because, like, what did you get out of it though? Was it like altruism for you, or?
No, I'd get like a piece every now and again, or like someone would be like, "Are these oranges good?" I'm like, "I don't know. Let's try it out. Let's try it. Let's find out together."
Right.
Produce motherfuckers do shit like that, bro. Because you see them, they be eating this shit. Like produce motherfuckers do that shit. They be snacking on shit. Be like, "Hey, yo, bro, what's going on back here?"
We'd put a watermelon like precariously at the edge, so like a customer would drop it, and as soon as it cracks, hell yeah.
And then
I'm trying to cook, guys. I really am. I'm trying my hardest to find anything that could apply here.
What department were you, Lorenzo?
I was a stalker.
That explains a lot, actually.
Yeah, don't it just
explains a lot? What is that? What does that mean?
I don't know, man.
I have stalker energy.
You have stalker energy, for sure.
I'm kind of retarded.
Yeah. Is that what you were getting at?
No.
I know that's cart guy. I'm sorry. I got my front end and back end mixed up.
Oh my god.
No, not the cart guy, dude. Oh man, I because that's true. Because like we had a cart guy, right? We only had one cart guy, and you know how it is, like on Thanksgiving or whatever. It's like the apocalypse in there. You know, everybody's grabbing shit, and there'd be like no carts, and then like we had the one cart guy just like sprinting across the parking lot trying to get as many carts as possible.
I'm looking for.
It was rough.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I had to get carts, but like only on nice days, and I didn't mind it because I'd take like 3 hours getting carts and shit. I be talking to motherfuckers outside. They're like, what's up? What you up to? I'm like, yeah, I'm working, getting these carts, and I'm standing here just holding carts, talking to motherfuckers. I'm like,
free samples.
I'll be like, walk with me. Let's move. Let's stand near this firewood so I could act like you're asking me questions about it and shit. let's stand here for 30 minutes as if you like just don't understand the concept of firewood and barbecues.
Dude, grocery store jobs it was fun. It was nice.
Yeah, that's how we met. That's how Lorenzo and I met. We were at a grocery store together.
Working, or you just like
working?
You guys picked.
We didn't just we didn't both reach for the same orange that you were handing us and hold hands. That's not how it happened.
What department did you work?
We were just kind of all over the place.
Yeah, everything. Like we did everything. Yeah, everything that needed to be done, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, but cash register, stocking, receiving.
I hated the register.
Yeah, all the receiving paperwork and shit like that. Invoices. Trying to think. But it's mainly those three things, yeah. And then whenever they had a lot of organic produce too, so we'd have to like bag all that shit and wash it. They had people for meat. They had a bunch of like undocumented Chinese workers doing like the meat packing and weighing and shit because they're on the numbers, you know what I mean? Like they're very specific with that shit in a way that we'd be more liberal and probably take shit home somehow. You know how? Just like find a way to stick some like steak in your pants and make its way home.
Being undocumented. So is being undocumented like a prerequisite, or was it like?
I think so, because they made sure that nobody spoke English who was in the back. I think that was a requirement. So yeah, and preferably Cantonese too, not Mandarin.
Not Mandarin.
Yeah, so it's God like even higher of a language barrier.
They sing popular songs to see if you know the lyrics and slip up.
Yeah, something like this, I'm sure. Had going on in the back.
Yeah, my specialty in that department was I was the only one who spoke English. So
really?
That was yeah.
You were like the liaison. You were the go-between.
So they had to keep him because otherwise they can't communicate. Mm-hmm. But he's the one that's handing out free oranges and shit. They're like, this fucking bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I knew I was, I was indispensable.
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Yeah. Definitely.
Like,
you're an essential worker.
Like jobs know who they shouldn't get rid of. And then like employees know when they're like damn near untouchable. Not fully untouchable, but damn near untouchable.
Yeah. I will say though, when I quit, because at that point in time I got another job where I was working like overnight. I was an overnight stalker, so I don't know what that says about me.
They get paid more. That's what I wanted to do when I moved here.
It was pretty chill, but at some point I was making enough where I didn't want to work 2 jobs anymore. So I was working, and then I just told them I'm gonna probably not come back after this. I didn't give them 2 weeks or nothing. And then the manager came up to me. They're like, "We had such plans for you." I'm like, "What kind of plans are you gonna have?"
Right. That's always what they say. That's what they say to keep you there. Like exactly. You could notice me. Like you were thinking about me this whole time.
It's like, Yeah, it's like what plans like that you made without me? Like, what's going on here? Are you my parents? What are you doing?
Yeah, what? How far up the ladder can I go in the produce department? You know,
Produce manager. You know.
dang, you could have been stocking vegetables next week, but you fucked up.
Get him out. Ready?
I don't even know
I love it.
what they had to do with anything. I'm so sorry.
I'm fucking done. Oh,
I can't wait till you watch this back.
Yeah.
Because your face zones in. As soon as you got a sound, you're like,
no, yes.
You're not gonna see me on camera when I'm picking one though. Like only y'all can see me. Y'all are on camera. Yeah, I'm really like, let's say I'm Cartman right now, like honed in on. I'm handing out stickers at the Walmart right now, looking for these fucking soundbites. Holy shit!
Joe Biden.
I love this guy.
Joe Biden.
Have you seen that guy?
no, who's that?
You never? Oh, let's pull him up. I'm gonna find him right now. And he was big, obviously, during the last administration. He was big on TikTok.
I just opened up a TikTok to put my clips, and I was wearing this sweater, and someone called me a Ninja Turtle. So that was
No
so
kidding.
that's
Joe.
You see him on the screen here?
yeah,
You seen this guy?
Terrible.
yeah. He looks like a Easter Island head that let himself go.
That's what he
Holy
is.
shit.
Yep.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
This is just what he did on TikTok. It's just like, that's why it's vertical, is because he's filming it for Reels and TikTok specifically.
It's the only way his head fits. If it was, the other way.
It might not fit there.
Message from Muhammad Khanaqin.
He's never heard of landscape
for
before.
you, Joe
Right.
Biden. You go check up in the doctor. You have 2 years. You like.
His role though in the Biden administration was just keeping him honest, like so many people
Okay, that's
didn't. Like I think we all just kind of checked out and let him run the country however he wanted. But this guy took Biden to task. Again, he said, "You have 2 years to live. This is a message to you, Joe Biden." He said Joe Biden at least 7 or 8 times at the top, making sure this gets to him directly because he needs to understand that he's not long for this world, for this earth. So I think this guy's name is Wally. I think that's his first name, but I don't know. He said a big long name that I'm not going to even attempt. So, but let's hear what Wally has to say in the remainder of this message.
2 years from now, from today to 2 years or 1 year and 6 months or 2 years, you live. After this one, you pass away.
There we go. I mean, basically the Death Note, man. I mean, that's
Dang, dude.
Yeah. I'm surprised you know that reference, first off.
so, yeah,
When was this filmed?
3 years ago on YouTube here. So I think he undershot. I think he
Yeah, man.
yeah. I always go
I
a
was
little
ready to believe
longer.
him,
Yeah,
too.
it's kind of like what are those, like the Seventh Day Adventist people? World's ending type shit.
I was gonna say, what if he was like right with his prediction? They would fuck him up so bad.
Oh yeah.
He would like he'd be in a place that rhymes with Guantanamo Bay,
Right.
Get him a vertical cell, extra vertical.
Joe Biden.
Yeah. So when you hear me play that, that's all it is. Here's a good one.
Biden, wake up.
He does these two where he's like
Joe Biden, wake
real low in the mic, and they're always low lit too. When he's speaking low, he's like in a dark room, and you can just see like the whites of his eyes and shit. It was fun. It was fun. I don't know if he's still
that one
alive.
again?
This one here, yeah.
Joe Biden, wake up.
It's like some Undertaker shit.
That's scary, dude.
Yeah,
That's
no.
scary, and it also did it for me. I don't understand.
No.
What's the name of the Street Fighter? No, that's M. Bison. Never mind. I was about to say, what's the name of the Street Fighter villain? Because I was like, is it his name fucking Biden? But it's Bison.
Bison.
M. Bison, yeah.
M. Bison.
But now we got Mr. Man in charge.
Billions and billions and
We're all
billions.
just very excited to have him back where he's rightfully belongs.
Yeah.
Fucking shit up.
Just this week, it was reported that an illegal thing, and you just look at this.
He's in peak form. He's never been smarter or
Not
coherent.
often if you like get to hear a stroke live like that, you know. You don't get to witness.
He's coming in hot.
You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me.
Yeah.
Don't ever use that.
He's really intelligent.
Yeah.
Hey,
Did you see the Ukraine summit in
I
the
did.
Oval Office? You did?
I did.
another one?
What'd you think about?
How many they gonna have?
What do you mean another one?
It was just the one, right, where he's like, "You never said thank you," or whatever.
That's what I mean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't see it, Lorenzo?
I see it.
I'm gonna pull that shit up right now.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You need to see this. This is like, you're not an American if you haven't seen the.
I'm gonna tell you something. I've never seen tons of shit.
No,
you know?
this is.
Have you
I
seen
can't even
Goodfellas?
tell you. Why you ask me these things, huh?
I don't get into
haven't
movies
seen
with Lorenzo.
Soprano.
It's always a disappointment.
Oh man.
I didn't see what's that shit called? The fucking Quentin Tarantino movie. It's real
Glorious
cool.
Bastards.
I saw that. I didn't see Pulp Fiction
Did you
until
see
like
Django?
Christian showed me in
Oh,
22.
Pulp Fiction,
I saw
yeah.
Django. I saw Django like in 2017.
I show everybody
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction. Like that's the first
a classic.
Quentin Tarantino movie I showed.
I
people.
never saw it until Christian showed me in like 2021.
What do you remember about it? What sticks out?
Yeah. What's
A
the
lot
verdict?
sticks out. It was a lot of drugs. Does old dude look like a bitch? It was a lot of shit, you know. A lot of the boxer, Bruce Willis, he threw the fight and had a motorcycle and an Asian wife.
There's
There
the
was a lot
famous
of stuff.
Narcan scene
Yeah,
when
that-
Uma Thurman's
that- That's
overdosing.
what I said. It's a lot of fucking drugs. They went to the little restaurant thingy. What else? That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
The diner. They was at the diner a few times.
All right, I finally got it here. I got Forbes pulled up on the screen, but it's good to know that you remember some key points and a lot of them from Pulp Fiction because there is a lot going on, and it's kind of like a novel in that way where it's like it's pretty finite chapters, right? There's a whole chapter of Bruce Willis with the lady in the hotel room. They're about to flee the country with a bunch of money, but then he has to go back to the sex dungeon gun store thing to save Ving Rhames. Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Oh shit!
Bing Rhames, dude. Rest in peace.
Rest in he died?
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
No,
Oh, wait.
no.
You're wrong. I've done that a couple of times. I've done that a
I
couple of
think you're
times.
thinking of.
Hey, yo,
Yeah.
give me a
Hold
couple
on.
of times. You
I've
just
done it a couple of times where I assume somebody's dead. Like I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
you
Ving
can't
Rhames
just
is
killing people off. You can't kill the Arby's glove.
Dang
It's
it.
just willy-nilly.
Arby's, we
You know?
have the meats. Yeah, that's another
Yeah.
smelly
Okay,
ass.
he's alive. He's alive. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I'm done. This motherfucker. I ain't seen an Arby's commercial in a while neither, but I didn't kill off Bing Rhames because I ain't seen a commercial.
It's a lot of famous black actors dying lately, though. I mean, there was Lance Reddick a while ago from
Betty
The
White.
Wire. Betty White. Thank you for that. This guy was big for me because I was actually actively watching West Wing for the first time when John Amos just died recently.
Oh yeah.
So
Dang.
and I just happened to be watching this show. Like I'm almost finished with it, and I was halfway
Actually,
through.
I'm glad you're looking people up. Someone who I always assume is dead is Wilford Brimley. I don't know if you know who that guy is.
There he is. Well, he is dead.
Oh, okay, he is dead. Okay.
Wow. So maybe you have like a
wow,
Wall-E
yeah.
thing going on where every time you think someone's dead, they're alive, but the moment you think they're
Please don't say that. If Bing Rhames dies in a week, I'm going like missing, dude.
Yeah.
No, you are, no. Like literally, like they're gonna come for you. They're gonna be like, I don't know what you're doing and how you're doing it, but you're gonna tell
you're
us.
An involuntary predictor of these. You're a precursor to people's deaths. That's insane.
Oh my God.
What did you think about Gene Hackman like a couple weeks ago? What were your?
Oh, Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
Oh,
you thought he was dead?
I thought he was very. I thought he was alive and his dog was dead. But it turns out they were all dead.
All of them, yeah. Which that's terrifying. I wonder if they figured that out. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know who Gene Hackman is, Lorenzo?
It sounds familiar. But he was on like a show or something before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that.
Let's watch this clip and then we could explain it, like all his work and accolades and shit as like a famous actor. Yeah, it's like a national treasure. You have no idea who Gene Hackman is.
This is how I know this is not good. The name sounds familiar. I just don't know why, but I already know it's not good. Yeah. Holy shit.
We'll get into it.
He was in the little movie, you know?
Yeah, just a couple. Let's see this. So the president of Ukraine paid his first visit to the White House since Trump's reelection, and they're in the Oval Office here. It's the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, Trump, and J.D. Vance, and Marco Rubio. I believe those are the four people in the room having a conversation on camera here. And then also a bunch of Ukrainian press. I think the Ukrainian ambassador's in the room, and all of Zelensky's cabinet members that made the trip with him. So, I mean, it's a pretty big summit because I don't know if people know this, but there's an active war going on in Ukraine against Russia, and they're getting a lot of support from our country in particular to be able to supply arms and stave off the Russian invasion and annexation of potentially their whole entire fucking country. So here we go. This is the summit, or at least halfway into it here, more than halfway.
This was a big mandate, and this was one of the things I said, we're going to get this thing settled. If we didn't win, I think this could have very well ended up in a third world war, and that would not have been a good situation. What was your second question?
My second question for President Zelensky.
So far, it's pretty calm, right? Unassuming. Like, this is what you expect from these types of things when you see like C-SPAN footage of like Congress or the Senate, or when you see the White House live stream, or in this case, it's Forbes. It's just, them talking about the state of affairs as it is. But I wish they had the little peaks and valleys on the scroll bar here, because I'm pretty sure there's one point people are scrubbing to in particular.
Yeah. Everyone's jumping to and shit.
Yeah, where it really gets nasty. Yeah, let's just go here where he's getting a little sassy. You can see JD getting a little fired up there.
The country that has great music, great movies, great muscle cars, but also as a force for good. And now I'm talking with my friends in Poland, and they are worried.
He's so sexy, by the way, like Trump.
What's your message?
Yeah, something like that.
You just like want him to blow
if
you.
I didn't align myself with both of them, you'd never have a deal. You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, "Hi, Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal?" That doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America, and for the good of the world. I'm aligned with the world.
Yeah, he'll just say whatever he wants.
You see the hatred.
Doesn't matter if it's like a direct contradiction of the last thing out of his mouth.
Hatred. And I understand that, but
did he say the hatred? That's what did he say about that?
It's just free word association at this point.
He's like, why are you mad at him? He's just been invading you for
I want to see
a year.
Get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough.
I don't know about it. No.
You're never going to get a deal that way.
He's going to get tough in a second here. He's going to really crack the whip.
Hey, I want to respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States.
Where is the point? Let me just find the clips of it, because we're not going to find it here. I wish what they did, instead of like mass censorship and removing press from the briefing room and shit, I wish they would like mandate that YouTube has to have those haptic like feedback thing on the scroll bar for every single video, because that's what I need. I just need to know where people are clicking it, or maybe in the comments people do that.
The Pornhub thing.
Posted a little timestamp.
Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I'm talking with my friends in Poland, and they are worried that you align yourself too much with Putin. What's your message for them?
Well, if I didn't align myself with both of them,
I think
you'd never have a deal.
I think this is
to
it.
say,
This is the same thing.
Really terrible things.
Then
about
he must pick up here.
People have been dying on the contact line.
Yeah, here we go.
Nobody
Here we
stopped
go.
him. You know that.
Sorry,
we
I know
had
this is not like
conversations with
fun to
him,
listen
a
to
lot of
if you've already seen this,
bilateral
but for the people who
conversations.
haven't,
And we signed
pretty-
with him.
it's pretty fiery.
Like a new president in 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron.
And by the way, before
and Merkel.
it pops off, before he really gets cooking here, I've heard a couple people point this out. This is a guy, the president of Ukraine. This is a guy taking Trump and Vance and Marco Rubio to task in a second language, and then they start having like a baby toddler-esque like fight with him on camera, not even able to go point for point, really, just like unable to debate anything clearly or coherently with somebody who's not even, who English isn't even their first language. So,
just yelling over each other.
It's
embarrassing.
It's about to start cooking
We
here.
signed ceasefire.
We got the oil on the pan now.
All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
Look at this, like the camera work. It's just like the Real Housewives. Like this is like Kardashians. Like you can see it. It's just missing the sound effects. Let me actually pull those up.
I like the door creaking sound effect.
Yeah,
you can hit one of those.
I'm on it.
It's
coming. I'm gonna find it.
The United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country.
A lot of questions.
One of these looks like.
First of all,
yeah. I'm trying to find it. I have the exact one you're talking about.
But you have nice ocean and don't feel now.
Fuck,
but
where
you
is it?
feel
I'm in the wrong
in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
He looks like a guy.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem.
I'm trying to find
Don't
the
tell
Shark
us what we're
Tank
gonna
sound.
feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering.
How
position.
come our dude's old? That dude looks like 35.
To dictate
Hey, yo.
what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
Not the fucking Among Us now.
Very good, very
You
strong.
will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
Yeah, no
yourself
shit.
to be in a
From
very
the very
bad position,
beginning
and
of
he
the
happens
war.
to be right about
From the
it.
very beginning.
Not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards.
And we could get like cuts to like a confessional room.
Yeah, right. Like we need to see their
my
post
God.
breakdown interview of what was happening.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no. You understand what's going on though. So basically, they're basically wrapping up the whole conference, and Zelensky's rightfully frustrated because, I mean, in 2 administrations now, they haven't reached like a legitimate peace agreement, because what he was explaining was that the peace agreements and diplomacy that's happened so far, basically Vladimir Putin just disregarded all of the deliberations, all of the diplomatic agreements. So like they wanted to do hostage exchanges, they returned Russian hostages, and Putin didn't return any from Ukraine. That's basically just breaking promises, and so he's right now in this meeting, he's saying like, what are we going to do to actually hold him accountable and make some of these deals stick and not just be one-sided exchanges that they have been. And they're talking about right now, Trump and Vance and Rubio are actively talking about pulling aid from Ukraine and pulling resources to appease Vladimir Putin further to achieve a peace deal that way, which that doesn't make any sense either, because that just means he's going to be able to wipe them off the face of the earth and decimate the rest of their troops without support. Basically, the peace deal in Trump's mind is letting Russia win. So that's why he's speaking up now at the end and saying, you know, like, are we really going to do diplomacy, or are you telling me that my country's fucked, essentially, and that you're just pulling out? Is it because you can just tell me that to my face here on camera? And that's when JD starts to be like, you know, you should be thanking us, and you should just be, when you come in here, you know, you kiss the ring, and that's it, and nothing else. And if we fuck you up the ass on or off camera, that's our business, with or without protection. And we're not using lube this time because of how disrespectful you've been in our country, in our most sacred room in America, you know. And it gets pretty loud here in a second.
You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country, that's back to you, far more than a lot of people said they should.
No, this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the abolition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Have you seen Bo and Yang's impression of JD Vance on SNL lately?
No, but I couldn't think of a better person to imitate it.
I was just talking about this earlier. When he first started it, I thought it was just like a dumb gag of like, okay, let's have like a gay Asian guy play the vice president or play this candidate just for the sake of calling him that, or like making him seem, you know, girly or whatever. But now he's really like leaned into the impression, and it's actually really, really like spot on and funny. And the way they do his makeup and shit, yeah.
What are we thinking? Eyeliner or no eyeliner?
No,
because I'm pretty sure he's wearing eyeliner.
It's heavy. And they cake it on SNL now too, so he looks like a drag king, you know, on SNL. It's really good. You should watch the latest, the one that came out last night was the cold open was this, and so it's it's the guy who does Trump all the time, who they have just in house to do Trump every episode, and then they have a guy playing Ukrainian president, and then they have the kid Marcelo doing Marco Rubio, just kind of staring blankly. That was okay, but Bo and Yang steals the show when he starts popping off, and then Mike Myers comes in as Elon Musk, and that was kind of a treat. So
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
But yeah, this is, I mean, it just goes on and on like this. It's really unbecoming of our president.
He's not speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble. Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is
in big trouble. And you know, like all of the MAGA people are like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
He's waving his hands around. He's getting in his face. That's like what my dad does to me. That's how our country should be run. You know, like shit like that. Or like, that's how I'm gonna beat my kids when you know, when they get out of line. This kid's just a fucking upset toddler. He's not getting what people are actually dying, you know, as a result of the withdrawal of aid and support. Like, there's actually like an entire country is about to be altered, right, and changed, and that's ground that Russia's gaining in Europe, right? So like, what's next after that? You know, it's just, where are we going to let them take country after country after country until they get to, oh, what wow, they're at our NATO partners now, or formerly. You know, it's so whatever.
It's
infuriating. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I encourage you to watch this offline, Lorenzo, because I mean, you just get your popcorn out, because it gets even crazier than this. They just start shouting at each other, and it gets really fun to watch. The world burn.
Put this in the list of movies
that you need to watch. Yeah, so you've seen Pulp Fiction. Have you seen
Goodfellas?
Yeah. You got to, yeah. We got to get you on the Martin Scorsese movies next. Did I show you Departed? That's another movie I show everybody is Departed.
I don't think so. You might have showed me Goodfellas. You did show me Goodfellas because the kid they roughed up the mailman. It was like, don't bring his report card home no more, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Good job, man.
You showed me.
You're not looking up movie trivia when we're watching the president.
Dude, don't break my heart like that, dude.
That's not you
so
reading.
proud.
That's not you reading IMDb trivia in the corner.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're like, what about this movie? And I'm like, oh yeah. Give me a second. I remember.
Yeah, I remember it got 6.8. Yeah.
All right, it's a Golden Globe winning movie.
Certified fresh.
What are you thinking?
Yeah. I'm just getting my mileage out of this soundboard here. Don't mind me. Man, we gotta get you. Yeah, the Departed, as you said, that's a great one. I'm confident we did a movie night with that because it's Matt Damon, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson, who's not dead. Fingers crossed.
He's very much alive. I didn't think he was dead.
Yeah, he looks dead. Like he looks like he's.
Oh yeah.
They weekend at Bernie's him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he looks like Beetlejuice now, but he's still alive. What else? Martin Sheen in it. A lot of great people. Mark Wahlberg, not so great, but he's in it.
Mark Wahlberg.
He's great in the role. He's just not a good person or anything.
He's not great for Vietnamese old people.
Yeah. Just beating the shit out of them on this.
But it's all good. He forgave himself, so it's
he forgave himself, and that's what matters.
That's not the old Vietnamese man who was blinded in one eye.
Yeah, let's not get his account of events. Man.
Oh my god.
Just bring your genealogy report whenever you see him.
For real. For real.
God forbid you're 1% Vietnamese. He's gonna get you, dude.
Oh my god. What else?
I feel like the 1% makes it that much scarier because, like, you just don't know. He'd be like,
it's like, oh shit.
He's looking at you real close. And he's like those facial features, and you're like, holy shit! I've never wanted 23andMe so bad right now.
Let's see here. We have just these random ass videos that we can pull up at any moment, and I need to start naming these in a more coherent manner because it's really they're just indecipherable. But
high key, I feel like that's how they always were, though. I need to start.
Well, I do this. I do it kind of on purpose because I want to surprise myself. Because I'll find something, I'll put it in here, and then I'll make a vague name for it, so that when we revisit it, it's kind of like we're all watching it for the first time again.
Yeah, I love that.
Let's see this. This just says Snow White. Let's take a look.
I did this. I do the same when I do.
Oh yeah, this shit is crazy. This is wild. So this is on Instagram, and there's this channel that for several of their videos they just have this girl laying next to all these pets, and they're all. She's got a lav mic on her shirt there, so you can hear her singing into the mic. But there's like a Chihuahua mix. There's a chicken.
Oh shit!
There's a pit bull. Look at them. They're all nestled perfectly up with each other in like an edible arrangement for like a bouquet of just like cute animals. Look at the little kitty. There's another dog.
So,
another
I hate to
chicken.
break it to you guys.
Yeah.
But those animals are sedated.
Yes.
For sure. Like, there's no way.
They have all been drugged.
They've been drugged.
You look very calm.
They've all been drugged and delicately arranged like that for likes on it. How demented is this?
They're in a vegetative state for another 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And that's her third take.
Yeah. No kidding. And she doesn't even sound good. But can I roast the shit out of this little girl? She's part of the problem, whether she knows it or not. I'm sure she's a victim in this too, but I just want to throw a little bit of shade her way because I would hope the vocals would be there if we're going to do the video. Yeah, I would hope that it's
we're going to hit the notes, you know.
Yeah, Can we
Well,
get
she's
Cynthia
supposed to be
Erivo in
laying
here with the
down,
Wicked
you know.
song or something, you know?
She can't get the full the right amount of air to her, you know, vocal.
Yeah, because they're all laying on her. No.
Exactly.
Look at this.
So
This
it's
is
like,
terrifying. Immediately in the comments, it's the shit, and they're like actively like trying to get rid of them. You know, like one by one. Every time somebody comments, like these animals are drugged.
Yeah, that dog up there is long past.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah,
That's
he's
out
gone.
cold. Yeah,
He's gone. That's
it's probably
Wilford
a
Brimley.
dead dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the cat. A cat would never.
Oh, it's not a cat.
A cat would never be asleep like that. Just for one, you know how cats sleep. You have one. They curl up
I know.
in a
She
little
right
ball.
here.
They're not going to lay on their side, on their back, in between a bunch of shit. That's not comfortable. This cat is knocked out.
Officially, me, CC Marie,
Yeah.
you're a fucking idiot.
I'm done.
That baby
Someone
is a
tag-
Disney princess
tag-
for sure. Look, that's why I named it Snow White, because everyone is like, "Aw." Paid actor. That one's kind of like they're counting it, but every so often a comment will come up and be like, "These are all drugged."
Drugged up the animals.
Look at this one. This lady was so close. Did she chloroform them? JK,
my God,
beautiful.
dude.
So close. We're
She
almost
was
there.
almost out of the Matrix, dude. Like, she almost like she saw what was out there and went right back in, dude.
Yeah. Oh man, she couldn't fully sever.
All she'd have to do is like waft it, because you know animals have like higher sense of smell, so she just wafted it and they all
Here we
fucking
go.
passed.
We found one. This lone survivor here. Animals on tranquilizers for views to get attention while you got it. Humans have lost their way.
Let's see the replies. I want to see the replies to that.
I think
Only
it's
the
only
wicked
two.
would suggest this. Children are the peacemakers of this earth. If they're loved, they exude peace, love, and safety for animals and humans alike. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
That's got to be translated from something too, or like
Don't
a
they
bot.
really put puppies in bags and drown them in rivers? Like kids do shit like that. Kids are actually really
Here we
fucked
go. Here's
up.
another person. I'm reporting this. It's obvious that they're drugged. Here we go. This person Noreen is replying to everything, so I think they might be one of the people tagged in it because they're running D for this video.
Yeah,
Noreen is the one replying to everything, but I'm sure they also have a hand in removing comments too. So,
yeah.
it's pretty sad. So yeah, there's several videos like this of this family or of this girl. Yeah, this girl and guy here doing this with animals. They have all these animals. Like, look at this.
Oh my God.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
They're just knocking these animals out. Like what if one of them has a stroke or something, like, or like doesn't come out of its, state?
Oh my God! From its trance, from its slumber.
Well, they got at least like a day or two before they decompose.
I hope they're not doing this to I hope they're not doing this to the fucking baby in the video too. I don't think that's acceptable.
There is a baby.
Shit.
Yeah.
I just saw
It's
the
a human
baby.
child in this. This is another video. This isn't the first video. There wasn't a baby in the first, but yeah, I mean, shit.
Oh no.
There's a pig now.
It's a pig?
Yeah. Anyway.
Different dogs? What's going on? These ain't even the
It's really
same
sad.
dogs.
They're really on some fucked up shit. This is some like Pentecostal church shit.
Hi, Guido. Yeah.
This is what they're doing when they're like excising spirits
This
and
is
shit.
what's going on in America.
They're also drugging
I hope-
animals for views on
I hope they're not
Instagram
in
and TikTok.
in the Midwest where they're eating the cats and dogs.
No, I think this is happening in like Brazil or something.
Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah.
sounds like some Brazilian stuff.
Yeah.
No offense to Brazilians, but get it together.
I think she was singing in Portuguese, so I think that's the
Yeah,
tip
that's
off that it's South
probably-
America, but still, it's kind of Anyway, go follow.
Does she go on tour with these animals?
I don't think so. It doesn't look like they can move.
Good.
Yeah, they just pack them
1
up
million
into a crate. Yeah, they just put them in like a safe light of like plastic container.
Oh my God.
Truck 'em around.
Stop, bro. Mail
And
them.
cartons.
Yeah,
Leave
seriously.
some holes in it so they could breathe and fucking ship them around and shit.
Like, holy shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, go follow Sophia _ Encantadora 7
Ooh.
on Instagram.
Ooh.
She's verified.
Ooh.
So
Verified.
yeah,
Whoa.
it's just sick, despicable shit there that I found.
Zuckerberg signed off on this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, he did.
It did, and you know, when I found it, I was like, I was one of the people in the Matrix for like the first 5 seconds until I saw a pig, and then I saw 2 chickens, and I saw like, okay, like why is the cat on its back? Like that's not what cats do, you know?
Yeah.
And then sure enough, I opened the comments and was like, oh my god, this is atrocious, because your mind doesn't want to believe someone would do that to an animal. Like, and this is in between videos of people like actually dying on Instagram, which I get plenty of, like people like falling off of bridges, or like domestic violence situations where like somebody gets shot or something, you know, and those are all good and well, like those are fine, like those are what they are. But for this like deception to be happening, that video I pulled up had over 3 million likes, not views, likes. 3 million people liked that video. Right?
Like last Wednesday or Thursday, there was like explicitly only death videos on Instagram or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I was getting. Just nothing but death videos.
I think that was just you. I don't think that was like the whole day.
I swear. There was the comments. You know, the comments said, "I swear." Wow.
Interesting. He's exposed himself.
They're doing a lot with censorship rules and fact checking and stuff like that on Instagram. They're trying to make Instagram into Twitter essentially, so it's going to go a step beyond TikTok. TikTok, they still have content moderation, although there are plenty of homeless people just doing their thing, toothless, singing, you know, just horrifying, like I'm talking ceiling fan, fire alarm ass behavior happening. But it's never like someone dying. It's never graphic on TikTok because China's on their game with censorship. Mm-hmm. But
yes,
what Mark,
score.
Yeah, what Zucky wants to do, I'm pretty sure, is just turn Instagram and Facebook into Twitter. Like they've basically given up on Threads as a platform, and they're, you know, anything goes now essentially. So I wouldn't be surprised if for a day they just said like, what if we just stop vetting things, and then we have the little warning, you know, like this, you know, so, you know, enter at your own discretion, but let's just let loose. Because I did see a couple people just like straight up get shot in the head and die recently. So
it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before there's like straight up porn too, which I'm excited about, because in Virginia I just can't get on. I can't get online anywhere. So I'm glad he's bringing that back. Make porn great again, I guess.
Hey, Mama, hold on. No, that's not it.
It's still blocked on you for you guys, right?
Yeah.
For him, not your boy. If I wanted to,
hell yeah.
I might just log on some sites and just send them screenshots just to like laugh at them, you know, just
flex on them.
Just because I can, you know, look what I could do. You didn't know that this looked like this until I showed you just now, you know?
Yeah.
You didn't know stepmoms can do this before me.
Let me pull this up real quick. This is a fascinating development on Instagram in particular, and on, I guess, social media as a whole. But my For You page is just all like skinny white guys that are shirtless. So like it's really honed in on my interests and my passions. But you know, if I just open it, I open up my homepage and I'm like, I am home. I'm truly like where I want to be at all times.
Your Subway.
And so I'll click on one that I like, and then I'll start scrolling, and this one came up on the scroll. And I had to kind of do a little bit of a double take. I mean, just like look at this guy. Okay, he's on a beach. He's walking. He's really young. There's a lot of like people thirsting after this kid in the comments. Okay, that's just one video. Here's another one. Okay, he's in front of some buildings and shit. Okay, oh, there he is. Outfit change on a bridge. Stop me if you know where I'm going with this. Just, you know, at any point. There he is.
So he's AI, right?
He's totally not a real person at all.
Okay, yeah.
Not even a real person. Look at the thirst.
And people are just like
eating it up. I mean, that's a really old guy, you know, so that makes sense. Another guy, that guy just didn't even try with the profile photo. He's just all the way leaned back.
You just
triple
gotta
chin.
put one on there. You know, you just gotta have one to make the profile.
Mm-hmm. I mean, from top to bottom, it's all AI. It's all just like the caption, and that's where we're headed. There's just going to be AI influencers and things that you just can't differentiate between real people when you're at a certain age. You know, it's going to be this.
There's going to be people. Oh, go ahead.
No. Please.
No, there's going to be like people buying into AI OnlyFans.
Yep. It's basically a form of
crazy.
passive income, and you don't even have to show yourself. And it's like you're making money off of it, or whatever. You're or eventually it will make money, and you don't even have to show any bit of yourself. You could just have the AI do it all, and people will still like it and entertain it. So it's perfect. Honestly, it's more ideal. You don't have to expose yourself, and you still receive the same benefits off of something completely made up, and there's nobody gets hurt from it. You know, it's actually pretty ideal if you think about it.
I mean,
it's
I guess, but you got to think too. Like, who are the people who stand to benefit the most from this? It's the people with capital. It's the companies with the operations at their disposal to create stuff like this.
Oh shit, bro!
It's never going to be the individual. It's never going to be. All this is going to do is displace sex workers and existing sex content creators. That's all it does.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get what you're saying. Like it's good for anti-exploitation purposes, but as far as the economy in the industry is concerned, I mean, nobody stands to gain from that. So it is really sad that, and it'll get to the point, just like you were saying, Marco, where like people will opt for that because they can say, you know, I want this type of person to do whatever I tell them to do, and it'll happen in front of my eyes, you know, and so
dang,
there's already people like in relationships with ChatGPT and shit, like that Joaquin Phoenix movie.
Oh, her.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I didn't really like that movie. Now that I think about it, it was kind of weird. It made me feel weird. It was a movie where Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh yeah, I forgot who I was talking to. You don't know what movies are. Basically, Marco, the rule of thumb is if it's not an anime, he's never heard of it or seen it before.
Dang.
You're not wrong necessarily though, and that's what's terrible. I don't be watching movies and shit. I'm very out of loop. Like there's mad shit I just haven't seen. I be like,
it's a movie where Joaquin Phoenix falls in love with the chatbot on his phone, and the chatbot is Scarlett Johansson. But basically, he develops a relationship with an AI.
That's Joker, right? Joker.
That's Joker. Actually how he became the Joker for sure.
He fell in love with the fake person.
We're gonna have a lot of Jokers in the future.
I can't wait.
Fawning over Lenny the Twink or whatever his name was.
Right. No, I mean that's just.
It sounds like a mob name.
Yeah, really.
I'm gonna run that up to Lenny the Twink.
Oh God, that's disgusting. That's terrible. I can't imagine how many like just women bots there are, because once there are gay ones, you know, there's like 10-fold, 20-fold.
Yeah, for sure.
The female version of that. So I was just shocked that it came up in my feed organically, you know, and I was like, oh fuck, they're coming for my people. But
coming for your wallet,
not my wallet. People.
Anyway, this seemed far-fetched to a lot of people. This movie that came out 2013, almost 10 years ago, predicted what's happening at this very moment. It's people.
Except they don't look like that.
They don't look like that.
I feel like the shit too is like most movies and shows and shit are based off of shit that's like going to happen or that is already happening. But what you gotta remember is everything doesn't get released at once at the same time. They do tester groups for however amount of time, and then they'll like start some shit off in like a small town nobody knows of, and only that town knows about whatever's going on, and then they start spreading shit depending on areas and whatnot. So it's like You know, we don't really know. Like, they've already done a bunch of tests on people for like maybe even years before they give it out to everybody, and they're watching how it's affecting the people, and then they make a movie about it, and then they still send the shit out to people knowing that the shit's like catastrophic to fucking society, high key.
That's the goal in a lot of ways. You know, any opportunity people can get to shake up the market and get an edge, they'll take it. It doesn't matter how destructive it is to like society as we know it. I mean, look at all the government layoffs. That's the whole goal. It's just to fucking reorient life as we know it.
Yeah. They just want you to pay as much and as long as possible.
Pretty cray. Anyways, sorry to. There's one thing that AI can never replace, though.
What's that?
I hope not. I mean, if it does, I mean, I'm shit out of luck. But it's like genuine moments like these, I think.
Hey, how you gonna record? He got your phone. He's doing it now.
Some people on a trip in
Inshallah.
Dubai or Saudi Arabia, I think.
No problem. Oh my God! If I fall, Jesus, please. Oh wait. Hold on.
She's gonna try and get on this camel.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, the camel. Oh no. Oh no. She's on the L4, L5.
Yeah.
He dying.
That sucks.
He dying. Oh! Give me motion. Take the wheel.
Yeah, that's great. That's immediately when she hopped on. It's like, I think it's like, why me?
No.
Like any of these other motherfuckers could have taken this big backed bitch. Why me? Yeah.
Oh Jesus! That camel's on disability for sure.
I'm about to call Peter.
Yeah.
I can't watch this anymore.
It's too
He
good.
should have been sedated.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. Just a little bit to take the edge off. Not enough to where I can't get the job done, but you know, just you don't want it to feel all that bearing down, like you said, on those muscle groups, especially. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that's so mean, dude.
It is. It's so fucked up.
Yeah, there's got to be a weight limit for these types of.
Because, like, it's just an animal, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's at least, at minimum, 200 pounds. Like, I don't know how much camels can lift on their back, but I don't think they're really supposed to be, like, carrying shit on their back like that. Especially not 200
I just want to hear
bro.
that sound again. You can't scroll on Instagram, but I just want to hear the fucking sound it makes. It's already like getting ready. It's just preparing. As she leans on it, it's like, please, no. He got a glimpse of her. He saw her like coming around from the front. He's like, no, I know what y'all are. Yeah, these animals are smarter than you think. Like they know.
Yeah, I like it.
Sounds like a Minecraft animal. Like it sounds like a fake sound that somebody would make. Like when you hit a cow in Minecraft, that's what it sounds like. That's the pain noise.
That's the sound of someone who just hit a new PR.
Yeah. Seriously. Oh my god.
Oh Jesus. That's a human sound. Like I could relate to that sound. That's a sound of struggle.
Oh my god.
I mean, as soon as AI comes for this shit, then it's a wrap. It really is. Then we can just close the book on the internet because you can just create anything, I guess. You know, there's a lot of these. I think we've done enough videos. You know, just a little something to take the edge off. I would have traumatized you again, but I don't want to put you through that.
I appreciate that.
There's a guy I've been showing people who just throws up on camera. And that's his whole. He just throws up all over the floor and shit. But you know,
he's just like he does it non-consensually as well. He just like brings it up, and then you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. You know, like unsolicited throwing up guy is what Christian has been up to lately.
It's like he tries food that's like smelly or gross because he gets dared to eat it, and then like the moment he goes to eat it, he just throws up everywhere and he can't keep it down. So it's really foul and disgusting. The worst videos are the chugging ones he does, because those he's always like throwing back up into the cup and then trying to down it, like drink everything in the cup still. So yeah,
that's not right.
Maybe next time we can explore that a little bit, because I mean it really is a spectacle. But
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
He is no.
Definitely looking forward to it.
Don't enable him. Don't enable him. He's done enough damage.
Yeah. No, that stuff gets me excited. Well, I think we're at a natural stopping point.
Yeah, I think we covered a lot of ground.
We did. We talked politics. We talked. By the way, I just want to give a shout out. You know Joe Bacino, right? Marco, did you meet Joe before you?
I think briefly.
Yeah, he was kind of coming onto the Virginia scene as you were heading out, but he did do the Electric Palm a lot when you were still here. But he actually just went on like the Fox National News to talk about the fallout from that meeting we watched. So maybe next episode, Lorenzo, we can watch his participation in that conversation on the news about the fallout or anything.
I'm excited.
Yeah. But anyways, I thought there was opportunity for crossover there if you guys met, but I know y'all were kind of like ships in the night.
Yeah, something like that. There could be only one. I think I had to leave because he showed up.
You had to leave because he.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's on
a
the
real
way.
Highlander situation.
Well, you never have to leave the podcast, Marco. You're always welcome. If you want to do a remote thing, if you even want to do a recurring bit where you just pop in and say hi and just give us that.
I would love to.
Give us some of that beautiful cheese action. Like you have just a gorgeous smile, just such a warm, wholesome presence on our show.
All right, I wasn't thinking about it all that much. Now that's all I'm saying.
I know you're blushing now, but it is.
Yeah.
It's just it's refreshing because with everything happening, there's a lot to be just glib about and downtrodden. But we need more Marco in our lives. As much as I can get on the podcast here, I think everybody can agree.
I'll say this much.
Yes.
As long as Ving Rhames is alive,
I'll do the podcast.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
We got a hard date, so what, tomorrow?
Dude, don't say that, man. Don't say that.
Well,
I'm going to blame myself.
Yeah.
You should. As long as you know. Yeah.
Because you made that determination. Nobody forced your hand, right?
Arby's is probably saving like one last pre-recorded Arby's glove commercial for when Ving Rhames dies.
You're going to be in line like on his deathbed before you leave.
Yeah.
Before you leave this plane.
They're going to cater his funeral. Oh, shit.
Dude, he's going to be on his deathbed like with his family around him, and you're just going to like see like a boom mic like craning in.
They're going to dress him up as the glove. Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Give us one more, Bing.
Let's see. I have not clicked on any of these, but let's see if this is.
Let me guess. You got melted by the Fennec or the?
No, that's just some random shit. I thought we were gonna get a Ving Rhames Arby's commercial, but I have to vet these sound bites before I just go on the Discover page, because it could really be anything. Like it could just be the N word, and it's like disguised as an Arby's logo. So I really have to be careful clicking on these. But anyway. What are you up to, Marco? What's going on?
Let's see.
Trinidad,
I'm actually flying out to Indiana this week
for
work stuff. But I did get put on the open mic at Helium in Indianapolis. So if anyone from Virginia or California, for some reason, is flying out to Indianapolis on a Tuesday and wants to see me, that's where I'll be.
That is what's up.
Me and Christian will be there, all three of us, 100%. You'll see us. You already know where the place is. So when you're there, if you don't see us, we'll find you. We'll work that shit out. So you make sure you're there, and then everybody will be there that needs to be there.
Hell yeah. Well, that's just gonna depress me when nobody's there. I'm like, wow, no one.
Yeah, I mean,
no one needed to be here.
You're talking a big game. You're making a lot of empty promises right now on my behalf because I'm not gonna. I'll be there emotionally to support you, man. And if there's a live stream, I'll tune in immediately. I'll be the first one in the chat, spamming hearts and clap emojis. But
I'll be there watching, but I won't leave any comments. But like, I'll be there.
But if you're in the area, you have no excuse. You need to go see this man. He is absolutely killer. He's a destructive force of nature, hilarious comic. You won't want to miss him. Anywhere else coming up, or is that pretty much all on the horizon for now?
That's pretty much it. You know, I don't. I might have a couple things coming up, but I'll figure out how to do the Linktree thing and start putting upcoming shows. And
yeah, Linktree real easy. I'll get you on that ASAP. You know, just go on their website, so get the app, and then you can set it all up through that. But follow him on Instagram, you guys. Marco Does Comedy, one word, on Instagram, and you'll see he's got some of the best stories for outreach. So if you want to see where he's at or what he has coming up, check his story. You have to have been there. You
have to be there, man.
You have to be there. He's a man of few posts. I see only 6 posts here.
I'm working on it now. I got 6 more posts than last time.
Yes.
Yo, I'm dying, man.
And it's just whenever I get good footage
going. There we go. Good footage. Yeah, it's hard to come by, but you know, when you get it.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
All right. Well, we're at the end of the show. I know you know, everyone's sad at this point. There's a lot of people crying at home. From what I understand, that's what happens at the end. But we do have to go. But on our way out, like we always do, Lorenzo, you know what to do. You're going to give us some advice on anything we may or may not have talked about on the show.
I'm going to do it. But first, I had this story to go with what Marco was talking about, that he can't be in the same area as the one guy. One switches in, one switches out. So there's this one time I stayed in Blacksburg. I drove to Winston-Salem, North Carolina to watch the movie Sorry to Bother You, which I believe is on Hulu at the moment.
Yeah, you drove that far for that movie.
No, I made my friend drive because it wasn't playing in all theaters, so I made my friend drive.
But you had to see that.
Down there.
God forbid you saw like literally any like other major motion picture ever. Something about
movie
that was a bad movie. Yeah. By the way.
I liked it.
It was good for the first quarter, and then horse people showed up.
Totally fell off the rails with the horse people.
I admit that was very weird.
What's that guy's name? He kind of just came and went.
Who?
He was the main guy. Though. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
The guy from Get Out. The main guy.
Oh, fucking is it Daniel Kaluuya?
No. But
not the main guy from Get Out. The main guy from Sorry to Bother You, who's in Get Out.
Oh, you talking about Lakeith Stanfield?
Yeah, Lakeith Stanfield. Thank you.
He was in Atlanta, and he's got a decent amount of roles. I hear I don't know if it's real, but I hear that he's going to be in a Marvel movie soon.
Probably. It comes for everybody. Seems like this.
In Atlanta was the shit.
Daniel Kaluuya too. He was in Black Panther. Yeah. So yeah, I mean everyone's just going to be.
I don't know what he's been up to. I don't know. Yeah. They had like big ass roles from the jump, but
So anyway, you went to see the movie, and then what happened?
Oh yeah, so we stopped in this Walmart, and first off, this was around the time when the tiki torches were popping, because like right there in the front is like mad tiki torches, and I'm like, so I'm there with me and my friend Hannah. So like, but I noticed when I'm walking in, I see like a black guy walking out, and then as I'm walking out, I see a black guy walking in. So I'm like, okay, I get the vibes. I saw like 2 of us working there, and there can only be 3 of us in this Walmart at a time, or else all hell's gonna break loose and they're gonna start grabbing these tiki torches.
Do not come.
Yeah.
So you were just waiting. You're like, all right, I gotta wait for someone to leave real quick.
I didn't want to upset them, you know. I saw what the vibe was, and I'm like, I'm not gonna disrespect their ecosystem. I'm gonna respect the 3 only rule, you know.
Yeah.
Who knows what'll happen if a fourth's are here at the same time? The numbers are gonna be great.
They're gonna start locking up the formula or whatever. They do that at Walmart here. All of the aisles are under lock and key.
The baby shit and the black stuff, yeah, they lock that shit
What
up.
if Drake was in there? Do you think or he walked out? Do you think the same rules would apply?
You could have 2 Drake.
2 Drakes for every one real black person. All right. Well, what should we tell people who are starving for views and have just a ton of animals lying around to do with what they please? What should we advise them possibly against?
For 2 of these videos I'm calling PETA immediately because bruh, I can't stand behind this shit. I saw so many different species of animals being abused in the span of 90 minutes, and I am outraged. And I just want y'all to know that this shit will not fly. The plane's not taking off. You put diesel and then you needed fucking jet fuel, and the shit's not going nowhere. I'm shutting this operation down immediately.
Amen. We need this plane to collide with a helicopter before it's too late.
Yep.
Yeah, Daddy has spoken.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What about people who just want to go for a camel ride at any size?
Leave the camels alone. I don't know how much camels can lift, but they're not supposed to be carrying those 200-pound motherfucker. And that's that minimal, because it could be more. But I know 200 pounds when I see it.
We got to pull that sound. That's the first sound I'm putting into the soundboard myself. I'm gonna pull. Yeah, I'm gonna get that camel groan.
That shit is such bullshit, because like that motherfucker was crying, and like the way they got them all roped up and shit, like they're supposed to be just running around doing camel shit, not giving big motherfuckers rides on their back. That motherfucker's probably gonna have like scoliosis and shit. It's gonna have back problems now because you putting like all the fucking weight of the universe on his back. Like what the hell is going on?
One of the humps are gone. Like that.
I swear it was, bro. I swear the back was flat, and I'm like, I don't think they back's supposed to be flat like that.
Shit. And lastly, I mean, anything for the poor president of Ukraine. I mean, just any words of wisdom you can spare for him.
I don't know what to tell him. I mean, like, you only got so much power, and motherfuckers ain't playing fair. Motherfuckers don't fuck with you. You shouldn't have been the weird kid. You should have tried to blend in a little more. Like, I don't know. Now, ain't nobody really rocking with you.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Like,
Maybe if he went in there on his hands and knees, it was like, please, Mr. President, I'm at your, you're great. I was watching. Regrettably, I watched Bill Maher's last show. Yeah, I watched the most recent Real Time, and one of the guests was like, maybe if he invented some fake medal to give Trump, like, you're the first civilian we've honored with this, the Medal of Freedom of Ukraine because of how, brilliant and helpful you've been, brave you are.
You're the smartest man, probably the smartest man.
Then maybe after all that shit, he would have, given in. Like, okay, we can keep a little bit of the money coming. So
look, right? It's like I told everybody at Maycom. I'd be like, you've got to metaphorically suck dick to get more tips, you know what I'm saying? That's the way that like food service and shit works. And sometimes in life, you gotta metaphorically suck a little dick to get what you want,
Yeah.
That's the way the world works. You either have the power or you gotta fucking appease the ones with the power.
Marco, whatever the opposite of sucking dick is, you're doing it, man. I just want to congratulate you again on no matter how many trials and tribulations you've been through on the road to where you are now or where you're getting to. I mean, it seems to be all coming together for you, man. And I'm just so happy for you, Lorenzo and I both.
I appreciate that.
Indeed.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We were all part of the grocery store industry at some point, and now look at it.
Now look at this.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're all doing it.
We're doing good shit.
Yeah.
Our oyster, because it just sits there and you got to pick it up and rip the pearl out of it. Of
Sky's the limit. Thank you again, Marco. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We're out. Peace out. Have a good one. Like, subscribe, comment, follow Marco. Marco does comedy on Instagram. And we'll see you next time, y'all. Peace out.
Until the next time.
Bye.
Bye.